All right. Hi, everybody. Going over here to set up YouTube chat. Oh, cool. Hi, Flo. Hi, Barbara. Getting my chat here, and then we'll get moving. Thumbs up when you come in. I don't know if you guys know it, but I can thumbs up myself. Hey, Terry. I got the most awesome happy mail from you. I'm going to show it, even though I've torn it all apart, and part of it's actually being used in my um, scavenger hunt that we're going to do today. Yeah, baby. Let's see if focus your freak works a little better. Camera totally hates white. I swear. See? Yeah. Hey, Barbara Clark. Okay. All right. Looks good. We're good. We're good. Hey, Dede. Hi, Vaughn. Just give it a few minutes. Let people run in. They might be running in. Who knows? Get out. Cut it for later. I actually did spend a little bit of time getting prepared. Unusual for me. I did get it. Oh, no, no, no. There's no adulting going on around here, Terry. Hi, Artie Dar. I missed you guys too. But the kids were here and they were only here for 2 nights the first time they came by. So I couldn't spend 3 hours on stream when, yeah. And it was a day they didn't have to work. So, yeah. So I hung out with the kids and that was way fun. And then they went hunting for, I don't know, 5, 6 days or something like that. And then they stopped again on their way back. So they were here over the weekend. So that was good. Hi, Rawl. Um, Hi, Cat, Cheshire Cat. Hi, Nitty. I'm a little echoey. I'm using the Snowball microphone. I don't need audio problems. Hi, other Janet. Now Raw calls her other Janet too. Yeah, it was nice. And they'll be back. I think he said in March. He's getting some dental work done and have some time off. So I think he's coming back in. Hi, Linda Rams. Hi, Tim. That's kind of how I feel, Terry, is that it's so infrequent that the kids get an opportunity to come, because they got a life and work and stuff. So when they come, everything stops. And I actually cook really, really good meals, and Jamie gets everything he wants. And yeah, it's just important. So, and then this week, I think we've got Robert's daughter, Jackie, coming. So, don't know when yet. So, hi, Sherry. Yeah. Dede, did the sound get better when I moved the microphone up a little bit? Yeah. Bob Ross, keychain. Focus, you freak. And then a BRB. Still some echo. Well, let me go over here to StreamYard. Okay, I'm going to do a little experiment here. How am I going to do this? All right. I switched it over to the camera right in front of my face. And you guys tell me if that's better. I did, Dee, but it's actually further away from me than the webcam. So anyway, so I'm going to show you guys some graphite drawings today because of Dede. And thank you, Dede, for saying that I'm a good graphite drawer. Drawing And Dede talks about this all the time, and I believe it with all my heart. People who say they can't draw, drawing is a process just like anything else. You have to learn to do it. I think there are some people with innate talent. I don't believe I was one of those. I literally had to learn to draw, and I went through massive amounts of books doing it and doing, whatever exercises they had in the books and stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you today is stuff that is in some books. I did not get out the books. I can if you want me to go get some of them. There's a couple that if you're really wanting to learn to draw, I would start with drawing on the right side of the brain, first of all, mostly because it changes the way you think about drawing, and then gives you some exercises and also shows you examples of people who said they couldn't draw. And if you see their initial drawings, you'd go, yep, you can't draw. But then after they went through Betty Edwards, who is the author of Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, exercises, you could definitely see the improvement. So they were obviously learning. And she said something in that book that, honest to God, changed everything I thought about drawing. She said the reason she believed everybody could learn to draw was because you learn to write the alphabet. And I thought, you know what? That's true. I mean, I just sat in class and the teacher was up there drawing shapes and I was copying her. And lo and behold, pretty soon I could write and other people could look at it and understand what it was. And so I thought, okay, she's on to something here. And so you do have to just learn some basic skills and change the way you think. And I think you can do it. Hi, Brenda. Anybody else I might have missed coming? Hi, Lisa. I think I said hi, Nettie. But anyway, that's the place I would start if you're even interested in learning how to draw. I always wanted to learn how to draw, and I've done it since, I don't know, I can hold a pencil. Right? So anyway, I'll just start with this one. I have tons of sketchbooks. I only pulled out the ones that were easy to get to because I'm basically a lazy wrench. So I like lettering too. So one example of learning to draw is doing a grid. And I have several of these books that show you, give you a picture and then number the boxes. And all you have to do is draw what's in that one box and transfer it to your grid. And so this, as you draw it out, becomes this. I didn't have a tiger to look at. All I did was draw the shapes from here onto here. So grid drawing is really, really valuable because you're really jacking with your brain more than anything. Thank you, all. Um, and this was another one out of a book, How to Draw Fabric and Make It Look Fabric. Obviously didn't finish it. These little bears, I've drawn them several times. Yeah. A tiger lily. This was, I think, a cover of one of the books. And I like this one because it makes you think about perspective when things are going away from you. And that's one of the things you learn as you go through the whole process of drawing. Perspective, shading, all that is learnable. Oh, Barbara, look up books by um oh crap, what's her name? I'll get her name. These are exercises out of I think the book is called Drawing for Dummies or Drawing for Idiots or something like that. Um, another exercise out of one of those books, just how to do shaping. Stuff like this, just a basic shape, and then this was, I think, a lesson in shading, the cast shadow, the reflection, because there's always a reflection off of a hard surface. So, um, yeah, just basic shapes,
doing the exercises, how to use basic shapes to create something else. And then I went through a whole period where I did nothing but faces, parts of faces, and I think I got some more of those out. So these are all from 2018.
Yellow and black cover is for dummies. Yep.
Yep, and there's also an orange one, Drawing for Idiots or something, I don't know, but, Brenda Hodnott wrote both of them, but they're both very good books, and there's some repetition in them, but it's okay. It's so worth it. This is Mary Engelbright. I love her. This is another, it's absolutely nothing, but just using shading to create depth, and you can turn just a blob into something recognizable. That's fabric, I think that was actually satiny, but they're just fun. Cat eye. See, and I love doing stuff like this, knitting. Um, I don't know why. I like texture. This was for Zippy the unicorn. I did that on stream with Dede when Zippy was on yakking with us. I'm not sure. Just drawing. And then drawing with Dede. This is where I do all my art, drawing with Dede. And I'm not necessarily proud of them, but they're fun to do. Yeah, I'm glad I took the time and just arted with Dede. Because you have to go fast, so you can't think and you can't judge. That's another thing is drawing with somebody else and having to, just get that shape, get that line, get it, it helps your skills. I'm sure Dede's was a lot better, but I don't really care. These are all drawing with Dede. This, I think, was a stream, like a draw your day. I'll do another one of these for the scavenger hunt. I think I might have been painting with Kathy, or I don't know. So some little paintings got in here too. This was also a draw with Dede. And see, when I'm drawing with Dede, I'm literally making the mark she's making. I have no reference art. I just have to trust whatever Dede's doing. It always comes out. This was another draw with Dede. I like this one because of the texture. And obviously there's a lot more I could do to go ahead and finish that. But I think more than anything, it's just doing it. Draw along with Dede. Yeah, the armadillo came out pretty good. You must have spent a fair amount of time on that one, Dede, because um, I'm always a little bit behind you. So you must have spent some time. There's a little seahorse that had to be a draw with Dede. Here's another draw with Dede. Draw with Dede. Draw with Dede. I love when Dede draws. I have to say that. And that's probably all in here. So Dede, I have blank pages. Could you draw some more, please? And this might have been just really, this was Draw with Kathy Arbor, where she made us hold the pencil overhand like this and just do circles. Just do a bunch of circles. And that's like warming up your muscles, which is another really good thing to do before you're going to sit down and draw. And use your entire arm. You'll get better lines if you use your entire arm rather than just trying to draw like this. And I forget a lot of that. Yeah, she had us doing a bunch of stuff, ovals, lines, squares, dunce cap. I can't remember what this is. Yeah, I should have written down, what was the point of why we were doing stuff like that. This guy's running from this thing rolling down a hill. Holy crap. This was a fun thing too. Just use some basic stamps to make a border. That's a scavenger hunt. You guys could do that. drawing beet juice. Yeah, Kathy Arbor. I learned a lot from Dede and Kathy. Here's a bunny. I know that was a draw with Kathy. I like doing that because you don't have the reference and you don't have time to go back and make corrections. So you have to figure it out right now. And this was just an exercise in drawing lines. Tons of lines. Just make yourself draw lines. Draw an object using a different kind of line. So I used a curly line to make a coffee cup. I don't know what that was. Pillow. So yeah, make yourself practice. This was homework. Homework. And then we went through, there's a series of videos on Kathy Arbor's channel about drawing. I do like the watercolor as well. Kathleen, hi, by the way. And where she talks about shadows and one point perspective. So yeah, there's some real basics about drawing. This I did with pan pastels. Yep, that was fun. Perspective again. And this was a drawing she had us do. So that was fun. Drawing faces. We had to do a made up female face, just what you had learned about the rules of drawing a face. So that is nobody, it's just made up, but it looks like a female. I think I used a magazine for this. Or no, it's out of oh, I can't remember his name either. I should have gotten out this book. Same book as this. Maybe it's written down somewhere in here. Yeah. Camera. Drawing eyes. A bunch of mouths. This is out of the Idiot's Guide for drawing noses, more noses. I don't know where her picture came from. Loomis, thank you, Dede. Thank you. So these are just different girls that I drew. And it's the graphite isn't focusing all that good. The eyes, this was so much fun. Doing expressions with eyes, and not only the expressions, but you can kind of guess an age of the person by their eyes. Dede's really good eyes. This was just a whimsical face. Learning emotions, mad, annoyed, bored. Mouths. More eyes. Eyes are always fun. Face. This one almost is begging to be watercolored, right? Or just add a touch of color to that one. And then I studied babies for a long time, drawing babies' faces. Babies and kids are a whole nother subject, but they're fun, very fun. Now I'm back to scribbles. So, yeah. And how many of you have sketchbooks that are partly filled? I have tons of them. And then for a long time, this is all when I was studying on my own. This is a thing out of Drawing for Dummies. She calls him Warm Fuzzy. I think I've done it on stream. Right brain, left brain exercise. Do you see two faces or do you see the vase? That's pretty typical. This was a perspective This was drawing with an eraser, and this was really fun because you filled in the whole block with graphite and smeared it out, and then you had to go in and create an object with your eraser. That was a really, really good exercise. Talking about shading. I like this little face a lot too. Different skin tones with graphite. That's a whole nother exercise in itself. But it was fun. And then texture and fabrics. Hi, Lane. Another baby face. But you can't use standard adult face spacing on babies. They have their own spacing for, well, not where their eyes appear. Their eyes do appear in the center, but they're bigger than in an adult face proportionately to other things. So yeah, I remember this was off of I drew this driving down the road in a car. I picked up a brochure in a hotel and just drew in the car. This one too, it was the same drawing. More eyes, side view, 3/4 view, stuff like that. And at some point when you're drawing, you have to just learn this stuff, how to draw an eye at a 3/4 view rather than a face-on view. Everybody wants to draw a face as if it's looking directly at you. It's rare that if you are doing a drawing that they're looking directly at you. So you have to figure out how to draw eyes in different positions, more shading. This was a graph drawing that I did with, I think it was Robert's granddaughter, who I made her draw just the shape that was in the block. And then when she was done, she ended up with Abraham Lincoln. Noses, noses. Do you think I practiced this stuff enough? Here's an ear. Ears are fun. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, drawing while driving. I think it helps if you stick to one sketchbook, Kathleen, mostly because, like, these, I'm jumping all over the place. These are from 2005. Some of that other stuff I was showing you was 2018. But I think if you're going to, say, do a study in mouths, stick to one book. Let it go for a few months, pick it up and do it again. And you will start seeing improvement, which is what is going to keep you drawing. Yeah, some of these I drew somewhere else and then tore out and moved in here. Hands are awesome to draw. Yeah, so that's all just teaching yourself. I don't know what all's in here. Probably a little bit of everything. Drawing a border. Actually, that border, I did end up doing that in ink, and it turned into a mat for one of my granddaughter's pictures that's still up out in my living room. Spool of thread. More shapes. And this is what your sketchbooks will look like, you guys, because you have to go back and do things multiple times, I think. This one I drew with a graph, and then this one I just drew looking at the picture. I think the perspective is probably a little bit better on this one, but for just freehand drawing, I'm not ashamed of that for sure. So, and that was metal. That's another thing. Learning how to shade and draw metal so that it looks like metal, because your reflections are going to be different than they would be if you're drawing something soft. This was learning to draw water and color. That was fun. And then just starting to use some color. I don't remember what book I was working out of to do these. Robert will be done making noise here in a minute. Thanks, Joan. I said Robert will be done making noise here in a minute. This was shiny cloth. And for a while I did really good about I used processed paint. Dee, I think it's funny that you went and bought up all the purple pencils. Oh, this I was drawing for somebody. And I didn't get it done. Here's the picture I was drawing off of, which was really hard anyway because it's taking these little tiny pictures and then trying to make it big. But I didn't finish it. Here's just some fun stuff. My favorite little guy. And I like design, just using color and design. Here's some Zentangle. Who knows what half this crap is? Who knows? And then this, there's only one more, so I'll quit torturing you guys. We do it. And I did go through, I don't know, some time ago and tore out art, and this is gonna, this isn't gonna see. Here, I can move this. I'm not using it anyways. Hopefully the glare on it won't be too bad because this is like in a scrapbook. And Paisley is cool. Yeah, I got into for a while I was doing like art with circles and doing like a circle inside a circle inside a circle and then trying to use depth with color. That was fun. It was good for me. But anyway, um here's that little bear again. I've drawn that little bear several times. I have him in 100 different sizes, I'm sure. This one I really like. I don't know, I might have to pull out a little bit and tilt it so there's not quite so much glare since there's additional lighting. Maybe this is the second Raggedy Ann I drew, but I do like her. And there's that same kind of circle art. I did that for a long time, and then um, textures and fabric. I spent a fair amount of time doing that. And I think most of my art, honestly, is the box downstairs. I packed up a bunch of stuff just thinking, how long are you going to leave this? I don't know who that guy is. He's nice looking, though. I have to say that. Thanks, Dede. Yeah, he's nice looking. I don't know who he is. If you guys know, tell me. Here's a little stuffed animal guy. He's cute. And that same bear again. I'm not sure why I did him so many times. I guess I really liked him. That was an exercise of Kathy Arbor's. I do remember that. And then this was just a girl out of a magazine. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just pick something out of a magazine and just draw it just to test myself. That was actually a plant that was out in my greenhouse for years. Not, I think it's all the graphite that I have in here. Yeah, the rest of it's just mostly doodling that I do. I do like this domino page. Reminds me of my mom. And that was some stationery I made for a friend. And then this gets into some things that I've done on stream. I don't remember what we were doing, but still pretty cool. And then here's a bunch of the original, there's Zentangle. I know I don't like colored. Yeah, this is the original art for some of the zines I stuck in here. I do like that mandala. That was fun to draw. That's a cool one. I like that. So I think that's all I have. The watercolor and everything else I keep somewhere else. Yeah, these are all the zines, the original art for zines. And that was original art that I submitted to Rubber Stamp Madness magazine that ultimately got published. So I don't remember what edition they were in, but they're in there. This one I submitted for the cover, but it got put inside, not on the cover. I want it on the cover, damn it. That's my friend. All right, that's it. That means all. All right, one thing put away. Yeah, baby. And then I showed you guys the poster, the watercolor swatch poster. And then I showed you that I had a companion book for it. Well, I finished the companion book. Let me pull this out. Show you how awesome it works. So the poster hangs on the wall just over my right shoulder. And this book has swatches of all my watercolors, but the ones that are on the poster will have the pigment number just under them. And Dede, you were talking about the pigment for the Prismacolors this morning. I'm not sure if they're running low, but if there is a problem getting any of those pigments, it's only a matter of time before other companies start having that same problem. And I'm not sure why, if they don't have enough child labor somewhere to get the pigments or whatever. But if you're seeing it in Prismacolor, it probably won't be long before you see it happening in other products. That's just my gut feeling. Because when I was doing this and learning about pigments, and believe me, I read about where these pigments started and why some of them are so darn expensive and how we've changed, like over the years to get more readily available pigments. Some of them are synthetic now, whatever. But I learned an awful, awful lot. But another thing that's come out of this is I'd always suspected that Jane Davenport and Primo were the exact same products, just packaged differently. And turned out when I started looking into this and the different pigments used, they're all the same product. And there's like 133, I think, I learned manufacturers of these pigments. So maybe you can't get it one place, you can get it another. But I would say if there's a scarcity, it's going to be industry wide. So all of the different watercolors I have are listed. There's a sample, there's their name, and a lot of these, their names have changed over time. So I did that for all the colors that appear on the poster. So if I pick out a color, I can come to here, pick out, okay, I didn't do Jane Davenport's. I just wrote hers down because I wanted to see if they were the exact same Prima, and I learned that they are. But just say that on the poster there's a mission gold, and there's a whole little chart for that. Hi, Carol. Mission gold number 11. That's called Bright Opera. Those are the pigments. Okay. And so all of them have a corresponding information in here. And then at the back, I wrote the pigment names so I can find. But the nice thing is, say I have a color in M gram that I'm running out of, I can just look in here and find out that the exact same color is X in Daniel Smith. And I don't have all the colors, mind you. But this was a great fun project that I think I learned a ton. I learned a ton doing it. And it's a cool little thing. that I have now. So it's done. I stitched it. It can go in my reference tin, and it's always available to me. So that project got completely done. I'm dang proud of my bad self. And it just goes in here with my other reference stuff. I love this book so much, and it smells delicious. And then I have been doing the Beast in a Traveler's Notebook. I didn't do it while company was here, but I'm slowly working. And that's when Dede sent me the monster postage. And I did order, Dede had showed these highlighters, so I ordered a couple of them. I do like them. I like the colors. The colors are very cool. I probably will use them for the headings in the new Beast, the new and improved Beast. But one of the problems, and these are water soluble. Oh, you want to see the snark stuff? Okay. They are designed for highlighters, and it's a waxy substance that they're made of, and you cannot write with regular pens on them. So, if you order these, just be careful because you can't write on top of them, but the colors are very muted and very nice. So there you go. So I'm liking this so far, and I do have notes for the last few days, so I can finish it. Share the snark stuff. There is a section in here for snark because everybody needs a book of nothing but snark. It's vital to a happy life, in my opinion. I'll just open up randomly. And I had a whole bunch of it that I just wrote. Okay. Life is like toilet paper. You're either on a roll or you're taking bleep from some bleep. Being an adult is mumbling, screw this, as you reluctantly get out of bed. So I should be a little careful because there's pretty dirty words in here. They're all nasty. Yeah, I should come up here where they're not so much. But I just collect it. Like these are all the Diane Reevely stamps. I do have some of the stamps. Others I just wrote down what they say. Naughty or nice. Decisions. Dear Santa, is it too late to negotiate? Cleaning. I just sweep the room with a glance. Are you still talking? Who left the bag of idiots open? In my experience, I am right. If you promise to go away, I promise to stop ignoring you. And I'll end with pretending I'm a pleasant person is exhausting. So you guys, you can find all this stuff on the internet. Like you can spend entire days. Yeah, getting snark off the internet. Just saying. I don't originate this stuff. I mean, I say some pretty outrageous stuff all on my own. But yeah, a lot of that stuff that's in the book, I didn't originate it. I just steal it from other people. And then I got awesome Happy Mail from Cherry Brett, and I can't show you all of it because I've already scarfed stuff out of it to use in the scavenger hunt. Hi, sister. Oh, good, Kellyanne. So, Terry, this is the coolest thing ever. Can you guys see this? I'll bring it down so you can see a little better. This is a cat ruler made out of wood. So I'm going to take it out of its little package now. I was adulting. I waited to take it out of its plastic package because it's not going to live in there. It's going to live right here next to me. Look at how cute he is. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you, Barbara. Chorus of Heavenly Angels in the background. And then look at this cool card. Carrie, I looked at this and looked at this and thought, now how did she do that? Is that a stamp that you embossed? Is it a sticker? I think the corners look like stickers, but it's obviously pieces that she put together. It's very cool. And then she left the inside of the card blank. I probably won't give this away. Hi, Seven. You got one for you too. Good girl. Good girl. She sent me a monkey, which I'm sure will get used. And if you were at Dede's this morning, she did a page of the Chinese calendar, and it's the year of the bunny or the rabbit. I was born in the year of the monkey. Is that not just pretty amazing? And then this is some art that she made. So this will end up in the scavenger hunt book as well. I just don't have a place for it yet, but it will go into my, here's, this looks like Dede, okay? Oh, this drives me crazy. But this is my bucket of crap for the scavenger hunt. I have a ton of stuff, so I have been collecting. I just haven't been doing, okay? But this is Dede, you're loving this, aren't you? This is making me a nervous wreck. But yeah, Dede's loving that. But it just sits here and it will sit here until I'm done with the scavenger hunt. Nice bucket o' crap, right, Dede? I knew you would love that. So this will go in the bucket o' crap because one of the prompts is, let me see, gotta get it over here. I don't know. I think it's fib art. So yeah, this will be number 65. I'm just not ready to use it yet, but that will be used as number 65. In fact, I probably should write it on back. Would Barbara say, in honor of the year of the rabbit, I'm not cleaning up any of my dust bunnies? Good idea, Barbara. I like that idea. So you guys remember that gold ruler that Dede sent me? That rests right on top of the swatch poster, and it will live there forever. So I'm not sure. I want this one close by. So I'm not sure where this one will live permanently, but he will have a good home and he will be well taken care of. And he won't be dirty and he won't get paint on him. And if he even tries to, he will get a bath. Because, and this will go in the scavenger hunt bucket oh crap too. This I will keep because it's just so pretty. Just so pretty. So, Terry Brett, thank you very much for the happy mail. And the envelope, pieces of the envelope are also getting used in the scavenger hunt. So let me show you what I've done. I haven't done much, and I should be embarrassed, but I've been busy, okay? Been busy. So, last time there's the parts that I'm going to use. I stuck them in here because that'll satisfy something international. So Terry Brett just like totally helped me out here. So I've only done a couple of pages. One of them was last time I streamed was the monsters, and Dede did go ahead and send me a sheet of the other monsters that I had never seen. I made a photocopy of it to use in the beast, but I have all of them now, so there will be another page of these. But this one satisfied like postage, monster, found object, stencil, circles, watercolors. So this one actually satisfied what 6 different prompts. And then while you guys have been away, I went ahead and did another page that I just worked on periodically as I had time or whatever. You've only got 20 left to do. Do you guys want to hear something? Somebody, I think it was Carol, Canadian artisan, I think was the first one to notify me, and she was done within a week. So You only have 18 prompts left to go. Well, I'm feeling like a complete slacker right now, so y'all just pat yourselves on the back for a job well done because honestly, I've only done 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've only done 15, but that's only on 2 pages, so I'm feeling really good about that. You had fun. It was your sanity savior. Well, I told you, Carol, next year I'm going to have to make this harder because you guys are like flying through it. So this one, let me get out the list of prompts that I accomplished with this one, and I'll show them to you as I do. Okay, this one satisfies fluorescent color because I used the fluorescent paper and the fluorescent. I had never used the fluorescent pencils out of the Prismacolor set. So I got to do unused product because I never used this. Oh, and another question I have for you guys. Does this count as collage? I couldn't decide because I wasn't sure should I do a collage like Dede, which I'm scared to death to do. And Dede, these were the clouds I was telling you about. Please don't grade them, okay? Um, but here's a little Martian. This is outer space. There's mushrooms, there's fluorescent, there's rubber stamps. And this little Martian guy standing on these giant mushrooms are thinking, I wonder if my letter made it to Earth. So, and there's paint splatters. And so on this page over here, I used the leftover fluorescent paper just to cut snowflakes, which was also an unused product. I maybe never used that little punch, you know. And then there's an envelope, and I made some postage out of a piece of trash, and that Ogle 25 BGL 390L/B is actually a planet that came off of Terry Brett's um, envelope, and it's addressed to the most awesome person, USA, Earth, Milky Way galaxy. And inside there's a letter, a message from outer space that says, Dear most kind intergalactic citizen, enclosed you will find a replica of my most devoted, loved companion, Ronicall. It seems that she inadvertently boarded our most recent earthbound excursion. When the vehicle returned to my planet, she was not on board. And this would be the replica, which was also in Terry Brett's Happy Mail, that is now missing on Earth. Her last known location was in the quadrant known as the Northern Hemisphere, North America, Oklahoma, Monkey Island. She is 2 centimeters tall, weighs 2.3 grams, has pink fur with black freckles on her midsection. See? Her eyes are iridescent. If found, please feed her mushrooms. Sample packaging also enclosed. So there's the label off the can and food packaging. Sample packaging also enclosed. She does not like kale or liver. She is a smart creature, this one here. I will send an intergalactic personal vehicle pre-programmed for her safe trip home. A reward will be included. Thank you in advance for any assistance you can provide. Your faithful servant, Bojabico. So this was my message from outer space. What else did there's a label off a can, ink splatters, something given to me, which was this. Postage, envelope, message from outer space, fluorescent color mushrooms. So I shoved a bunch of prompts right in this one little page here. I was very proud of myself. But now y'all need to answer, does this count as collage too? Because I had to take a bunch of different elements and smash them on the page. Hi, Shaz. So does that count as collage too? Can I mark that off? This was fun. I mean, writing the letter and taking Terry's stuff and using it and stuff like that. And then mushrooms. Mushrooms was another thing we had to use. So the flowers even count as collage. Dede's saying, and she is the resident expert, that it does count as collage. So then I ended up cramming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 prompts on one page. I love that so much. So this can just live back here. Because I told myself I need to keep track. Because when I show it next year, which I probably will do if I do this again, yeah, I forget all this stuff that I cram on a page. I know when I'm doing it, but yeah. All right. It's definitely collage. Hi, Safia. Okay, and I think the page I'm going to do today is a 2-page spread. So it doesn't really matter where I do it. I try and work at the front of the book. Maybe it'll just be these two will be the spread that I use. Because as I was looking at what I wanted to do next, I've been thinking about the make your own emoji. And I can't remember who on Instagram posted it, but whoever did such an awesome job. So I've been thinking about my own emoji. And if you read the news or pay attention to anything in this day and age, you know that we need an emoji that indicates liar. I would emoji that to 90% of everything I read. So this morning while Dede was streaming, Dede and Denise were streaming, I did this quick sketch of Pinocchio. So I'm gonna do a Pinocchio emoji because we all know that Pinocchio is the image of freaking liar, right? Hi, Lizzie. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of doing that too, Lizzie. I'm trying to write the page number, but I haven't numbered the pages yet. So this is going to be my emoji is going to be a Pinocchio. So, and I wish they would add it so that I could emoji it at everybody. So the thing is, like you think of an emoji as the round smiley face or whatever, but they've started doing some different ones. So I think I'm just going to do his face and draw a circle around it is kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. And then in addition, I'm going to cut out the page of my favorite color is blue. I love navy blue. I have navy blue all over my house. Blue is my favorite color. So I thought, well, I'm going to use 3 shades of blue, cut it into squares to make the background for the whole page. In addition, and I kind of don't want to make you guys sit and watch me write, but I did find out some random useless facts about lying and a couple of great quotes about lying. So just right now, looking at this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 prompts, right? And I might end up adding a planner page about this too, because I just think it's funny. So let's do the background first. I'll just cut this blue paper into squares, and I'll use let me see how it cuts first. But I'm thinking I need a new blade for my little paper cutter here. Oops. So let's do an 1.5-inch square. I'm I'm not a fan of these cutters, but for something like this, it's fine. If you want something accurate, get out a ruler and your X-Acto knife. Just saying. Did that just come out equal? Oh, no, it didn't. No, that's all right. We'll just cut that little bit off. I'm going to say that would be a miracle. All right, so we got those. We'll do the darker in 1.5 inch as well. The edges aren't too rough, so I'm just going to keep using this blade. I did send the scavenger hunt to Denise. I'll be interested to see if she incorporates it into her creative planner. She's doing really good, by the way, Dede. Like, her pages look like she is an old pro. She doesn't look like this is the first time she's ever done anything like that. I think she's fibbing. I think she's a Pinocchio. I should send her a Pinocchio emoji. So it's been really fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you guys, to see the pages that people have put together. You guys are some creative freaks, I swear to God. If you want to see all the different scavenger hunt pages that people have posted, just do a search for hashtag scavenger hunt 2023, and you're going to see some funny, thoughtful, creative stuff going on over there. That's probably my favorite thing about the whole thing. I like doing the pages, but I like to see what other people have done with the prompts and what supplies they've used or glommed onto out of their stash. So yeah, that's really fun. Okay, that'll be the smallest square. We'll do a few 2-inch squares. I'm gonna do like a, I guess you'd call it a mosaic. I'm thinking of squares. We'll see how it works out. If I don't like it, just go in the trash. I don't care. I think some of this stuff she can use, Dede. I don't remember if stickers is on the list, but she definitely has stickers covered. She's so funny the way she looks through to find just the perfect thing. I'm kind of that way, but I think she's even a little bit more anal about that than I am. Just saying. Bye, Safia. Have a great afternoon. Have fun with the littles. And then the dark. Oh, wait, I already did this color, didn't I? Yep. It's the medium one that I need. All right, all right. Yeah, that was right. Whew. I'm getting confusing myself here. And then I'll do a few bigger ones so this doesn't take the rest of our lives. Measure this and see what this size is. Oh, this is 3-inch. Sweet. That'll work. I probably won't use all these, but I'll throw them in that bucket of crap. And probably they'll appear throughout the scavenger hunt because I kind of just throw whatever in there thinking, well, it either satisfies a prompt or it can be used in some other way. And I have to say, when I first started that, it was quite outside my comfort zone. If I didn't have a place where it belonged, then it belonged in the trash. But now I save stuff. All right, we got lots of blue squares. Now, what's the best way to slap these on the page? Probably glue stick. Yeah, probably glue stick. This is just a book I use for gluing so I don't get glue all over everything. What, Dede? You can post them anywhere. It doesn't have a group. Okay, wait. I do not have Twitter or Instagram. Are we able to post our scavenger? Sure, Janet. I don't go to Facebook very often, but I would say, yeah, post it on Facebook if you want. Actually, you can do a Google search for just do scavenger hunt 2023. Now, if there's other people doing scavenger hunts, you're going to get their stuff too. But I think it'll look everywhere on the internet. And it'll show up. If I know people are posting over there, I will go and look. The thing is, if you finish all the prompts and you want to get on the list for the giveaway April 1st, then you're going to have to message me, and I'm trying to think. YouTube has not been good about notifying me about comments and stuff like that. Occasionally I remember to go look, but they have not been great about doing that, much to my annoyance. But yeah, if you see me in a stream or something, you can always just tell me. But usually before I make the list, the completed list, I do go and check everywhere I can think of for messages to make sure I don't forget anybody who's completed it and should be on the list for completion. So I do not have a group. I will never have a group. If I had a group, I would turn everybody into a bunch of freaks that have bad attitudes. So I'm pretty sure that the internet gods will not ever allow me to create a book group of anything. I'm surprised I've lasted this long, quite frankly. I could have a group of misanthropes. Thank you for not having a face. They're all driving you nuts. Okay. I think the idea of a group, if you're doing a project, is probably a good idea, but it's almost like you become a slave to it, and that is objectionable to me. Just saying. Just saying. I don't want to become, that's why I would never have like an Amazon page or, be an Amazon affiliate. Not that I promote that much stuff, but you become a slave to it. And I'm so not interested. I'm already a slave to Robert's dirty freaking underwear. Are you kidding me? All right, and then I've got a couple of one each of the big ones left. So I like using them because you cover a lot of ground quickly. Lazy wench. Ugh. Guesswork at its finest. Yep. Slave to your cat, slave to laundry. Yeah. Who needs to be another slave to anything? Except fun. I like slave to fun. You know what? Even though by the time I trim it, it will no longer be a square, it'll still be okay. It's like wallpaper in a wall, and I'm dropping everything. Thank you, Barbara. Now all my squares are on the floor. Let me pick up all the junk I just dropped. Please don't forget to give Jen to being a slave to Robert's dirty underwear. Thank you. Thank you for your consideration. And naturally, these parts won't stay because these pages, if I sew them in, I don't even know if I'm going to sew them in, frankly. But yeah. Before this is all said and done, we'll definitely see how accurate this piece of crap cutter is. Not very. Brenda. I sure am glad that cold weather is kind of ended. I got up this morning, it was like 60 degrees. We had really strong south winds. I was so happy. I was so sick of that freaking cold. So I hope you guys are having some nice weather too. 'Cause I have to say, waking up to 60, was so nice. So nice. So nice. Now I can just start slapping it in here any which way. Don't want that one there. Do this one here. There is a new brand of designer toilet paper on the market over here. It's called Who Gives a Crap. That's funny. I love Aussie humor. Now, if I was being my normal anal self, I would actually get out my drawing table and line these up, but whatever. It's the scavenger hunt page. We're not talking fine art here. Some of these pages out of this glue book, I do plan on tearing out and using in other art at some point. I do kind of like this tiled look. Oh, now I have pop-ups all over my screen. I gotta fix that. Let me fix that first. Hey, Julie TPG. The thing I'm pressing the paper with, this is called a burnisher. And back in the old days, there was such a thing as press type on sheets. It was by Letraset, and it came on sheets. I have a bunch around here somewhere. And you lined up the letter, and you used this end to press it off the sheet onto your original art. And getting it lined up straight was quite a challenge, but after you got good at it, you could do, well, I did do entire newspaper layouts with Letraset lettering. And then the burnish, this end that I use, when you were all done, you'd take a piece of, it would be the equivalent of what you would call tracing paper. You would put it over your original art, so that if somebody was looking at it, they could make corrections on it. We called it a fly sheet. And so after you got your fly sheet on, you would do much what I'm doing here, is press down, because the press on lettering had a tendency, if you didn't get it on real good or if it was a little bit old, the edges might want to peel up. So yeah, it was just a tool to help you do press type. Did anybody else ever have to use press type? I used it a lot. They also made acetate sheets that you could cut out the letters and put them down, and I used them quite a bit. It's just all the different technologies that have changed through the years. All right, this edge, this one. You know what? I'm gonna write myself. Well, you know what? If one of these pages ended up upside down, that would not be a horrible thing, because I have to do an upside down page. So if it just happens serendipitously, I would be a-okay with that. Yep, newspaper advertising, any kind of letter layout that was going for print. And you could get, say, for example, Helvetica. You could get Helvetica type any size you wanted. And so you could do your whole layout with that particular typeface. And me being the anal freak that I am, you have no idea how much I enjoyed using that crap, because you could get it just so perfect. It's so awesome. I'm pretty sure you could probably still find press type and burnishers today. I'm not sure why you would want to, but I'm pretty sure you could. Let's see, where do I want the other side of this? There is no rhyme or reason what I'm doing here. I'm just covering the page so that I can put stuff on top of it. I'm just trying to keep it as straight as I can. But if it's not straight, hopefully the stuff on top will be awesome enough that I won't have to worry about it. Know what I mean? Kids today don't know how damn lucky they are. They've grown up with computers, and yeah, corrections are easy to make. Yeah, you guys have it made. And I had to walk 5 miles to school, all uphill both ways. Oh, it was torture. I'm telling you, torture. I'm hoping this is straight. I'm just not going to make y'all sit through the agony of my anal retentive nonsense. Hi, Sabrina. Oh, I got glue on the outside. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. We'll cut that off and throw it away. That's what we'll do. The reason I'm cutting them piece by piece like this is because I'm gluing the whole thing. I'm going to have glue everywhere. Ooh. Don't forget you were barefoot in the school while walking. That's true, Kellyanne. Yeah, or I was wearing my brother's hand-me-down shoes that had holes in them. We had to fill them with newspaper. No, I think I'm going to do this one here. Because some of the squares I want just to be squares. Yeah, we had to put newspapers in there to cover up the holes. Believe me. Y'all got it made. Made, I tell you. Oh, this is turning out good. I'm liking this blue square thing. Let's see. We'll use one of the lighter colors here. Oops. Split the difference there, girl. Oops, I want the smaller one, I think. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. That is the same color. Let's get a different one. Okay. That's great, Sabrina. I love that you're enjoying it. I'm seeing a lot of new names. I will say that. Like when I go look at the photos, I love seeing the new names. And to hear that you're enjoying it, if it created one little spark of creativity, I feel like a success, you know? I think it's fun. I think it makes you think outside the box. Like when I was writing that letter from outer space, to me, that was just so much fun. Um, the thing is, you've got to do a certain amount of planning and thinking ahead. You know, like when I got that thing from Terry Brett, that little pink monster, I was just like, oh, that so has to go in the scavenger hunt. And then I had to think of a way to incorporate it that it would make sense. You know, I mean, I could just slap it in there for sure. Um, but I think that page came together fairly well. Um, but yeah, a lot of times I'll find something um, that I want to include just because it's fun, it's unique, it's trying to do the ransom note. The ransom note is always a little difficult. One year I did, when I forgot the numbers, this ransom note was, if you want to see number 47 and 48 or whatever numbers I forget, 48 I'm pretty sure was one of them. Send art supplies to Monkey Island. And then another one last year was about iced coffee because I'm an iced coffee freak. So yeah. All right. Just got a couple of places that I have not covered up at all. No, I don't want that one. Don't want that one. 3 colors was plenty, so all right, we're just gonna set that in there. So yeah, you just think outside the box, you know. Write a ransom note for something that if somebody took it from you, you either pay or hurt somebody over it. That one's got glue on it. Throw it away. That's good. Yeah, I can use this one. I think I know what my my ransom note topic is going to be this year. When it's done, it will surprise none of you. So you can start the guessing now. All right. Does one page look busier than the other? Write a ransom note to Tim Holtz. That would be good. Isn't that true, Other Janet? It's inspiring to see how other people interpret the prompts. I could not agree more. It's very inspiring to me to see how others interpret the prompts and then carry out whatever their ideas are. Like Peggy Fitzsimmons wrote a note about leaving her art room exactly like you found it because she needs all this crap to use in the scavenger hunt. Oh my God, I thought that was so funny. All right, just looking here. Does that look like a fairly good box of blue squares? I have a ton left over, so I'll probably a bunch of this crap I'll throw away, but they might appear somewhere else in scavenger hunt just in the name of using stuff up. I think that's good enough. Hey, CB, just woke up from a cough syrup unexpected nap. Are you not feeling good, CB? Or are you just drinking cough syrup now because you haven't had a chance to get to the liquor store? Okay, now the next thing, there's going to be other things that go on there, and I have to think about now how do I want to present them. Okay, the next thing I can do is just draw the Pinocchio. Not the best Pinocchio, but certainly good enough for what we're doing here, right? And I want to get the big circle. Oh, God, I cleaned over here. That means it got moved. Oh, I hate when I do that to myself. Come on, where'd you put it? It's got to be right here. Hang on, I know I have a circle template here. Don't ever clean. That's my free advice to you. It's stupid because you put things places where they don't belong. I knew it was there. Of course, emojis are small and end up at the end of a sentence or something, but mine's going to be bigger. Yes. Sorry about that, CB. Okay, so I'm going to put Pinocchio in this circle. Probably, let's see which pen I want to use. Well, I'll do it in pencil because actually the circle doesn't need ink, just the Pinocchio inside, because I will do him in a circle that is typical of emojis. And I'll get out the 03 Copic multiliner. I've shown these many times on the stream. Things I like about them is if you crush the nib, pull this one out, order a new one, slide it back in, and come with cartridges like this. So you just slide that bad boy in. They're permanent and waterproof. So if they're not the perfect pen, they're very close to it. Hey, Dorothy. Let's see. Hang on, having a pen problem. Yeah, on those felt nibs, Brenda, it's really easy to crush the nib. I don't know why this one's not wanting to work. So I'll get out the one next to it. I was just going to try and get a smaller nib pen. But yeah, and the nibs and the ink are quite a bit cheaper. So in the end, you end up saving money, I hope. That's the plan anyway. And this picture of Pinocchio, I just goggled Pinocchio, and this was the first image that came up. So that was the first image I used. And I thought it was a pretty good little angle. So I guess I'm not really creating my own emoji, but I don't think there is a Pinocchio emoji, and there needs to be one for your freaking liar. Okay? All right, so now I should color him in, and don't know if he's not on watercolor paper, so if I watercolor him, he's going to get wrinkly, but I probably could force him flat again. I could use colored pencil, which I use all the time. I could use markers. Oh, you know what? Unused product. I paid for these damn things. Now I got to use them. I have these Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I love them. They're pricey, and I never use them. So let's use our Zig Clean Color. And you guys know that build that I did of Dede? I built another one, you guys, in white, and I love it so much. I love it so much. Do you want to see it? I sent Dede a picture, but I didn't post it anywhere else. But I would post it or show it to you guys here if you want to see it. There's the Zig Clean Color swatches. Use those. Yep, I'm thinking that's a good green CB. You guys want to see it? I got to find my phone. Where did I leave my phone? The bane of my existence. The location of my freaking phone. All right, so I got the flesh, which is 71. So that'll be most of his face. We'll get out a light pink. There's a pale pink and a light pink. Let's get the light pink. Do you have these, CB? We'll give him a little blush on his cheeks. I don't remember what color. We're going to do his hair. Well, let me look it up. Let's as close as we can. Come on. Load up here. Okay. Oh, it's hard to see. Can you guys see that? You need to use them also? Yeah. So can you see that? And all the markers sit in there perfectly by type. Ugh, it's just so good. And CB, look what's sitting on top. The queen is ruling over her marker situation. And then here's the poster over here. The poster's here and the build is there. When I got that done and got everything cleaned and polished and I cleaned all the inside of those cupboards, I felt like the most accomplished person on the planet. Okay? So here's the poster and it's got a glare. But see how the ruler sits right on top of it? Has a few little wooden boxes down there. So that's where I sit and create all day. All right, his hair is black and it's got a little blue on the edges. His eyes are blue. Hat is tan. All right, we'll try and do this close to realism. So, yeah, that's what I spent my time doing. But I have to say, I loved it. All right, here's kind of a light blue. Let's do this blue. And the band in his hat. Well, we'll just draw that bad boy in, won't we? Because it goes from actually a little bit above that, but we'll just do it like this. The blue band on his hat. That's light blue and a little bit darker blue. And for his hat. Yeah, I get mad at myself that I buy products and then I don't use them. And there's just no excuse for that. The one shown has a little bit more yellow in it, but that's fine. An honored spot for the ruler, right? Yeah, it lives there and it's very happy. Very, very happy. And I see it every time I walk in. The queen got a pretty good place too, see. Let's be real here. All right, so I've got that. I've got that. I've got the darker blue. Black. I probably will use the Copic. What else? I'm looking on here to see. Probably use the all right. Wine's good enough. All right, that's a good start. Now these act exactly like watercolors. So if I wanted to, I don't want to get this paper real wet. This is garbage paper. It's just out of one of those sketchbooks that I showed. These are highly pigmented. So if you want a lighter color that's shown, what I would do is color it out on a non-absorbent surface and then use your water brush to pick it up and move it. Because when you use it right out of the brush itself, it's pretty dark, if I remember correctly, and I think I do. So let's go ahead, start working on our boy here. Another thing that I should use more is I have a set of the Arteza Real Brush markers too, and I don't know why, I just don't ever think to use them, and it's annoying. Another thing I have that I rarely use, and I love them. When I bought them, I was so happy I got them. Was the big brush markers. So yeah, it annoys me that I buy stuff and I love it so much, and it's not even like you save it, you know, it's just I think you kind of get into a rut, or I do, where I just use the same products because I know the colors, I know how they're going to behave. But I buy the new stuff to try it, you know, or I see somebody else using it and think, oh God, I have to have that. Well, then I have it. I don't use it. What the hell? And this is going to move. So if I want to move this afterwards, I can use either that water brush or come back in with this and move it. You can pick it up. And it would have been better if I probably planned a little bit ahead and used better paper and stuff like that. Let's give him a little bit. his nose actually, well, I'll do it this color. What did I do with the water brush? I had it just like a half a second ago. What the hell? I'll use another one. Who cares? One of these lets out too much water. I think this is the one. Let's give it a go. Got quiet in here. I'm going to try and leave the white in the eyes. Otherwise, I'll have to go back with a paint pen. Later. I prefer not to do that, but whatever. So I get to add unused product to the prompt list on this. I think you get to add that as many times as you use unused products, at least in my world. And remember, there's no rules, so you can just make them up as you go along. I should only be allowed to have one set of watercolors. No, CB. That will never happen. No, that's a stupid rule. And you just go keep that to yourself if you don't mind. Oh, I wonder if there's a lighter. Let's see. This one is the beige. And see, I don't use them often enough. That's why I need a cheat sheet. The only thing that's going to be more yellow is going to be ochre, I think. All right, I'm going to use ochre and then it's got to be somewhere. Yeah, that's mustard. Don't want mustard. There is ochre. Let's see. We'll try this. See how pigmented it comes out so dark, so much darker. I probably should have put this on the table and then onto the paper, but we're not going to worry about it. And I guess, I don't know how many colors I have. 4 times 2, 4, 15. So probably 48 or so. Knowing me, I bought the largest set because that's the way I roll. See, I'm not crazy about the streaks like that. And you can prevent that by using the water brush. I remember this Disney stuff. I watched Snow White when I was 6 or 7. That got me into art. This is so cool, moving drawings. Yep, I think we all have pretty fond memories of our childhood art. Probably Mickey Mouse was one of the very first things I ever even attempted to draw, and I still have the book upstairs that I got for Christmas that was how to draw it's either how to draw Mickey Mouse or how to draw Disney characters, I don't remember. Um, but yeah, that was one of the first things I ever learned to draw, and it broke it down into steps for you. I think we all have certain childhood memories of that. But I kinda liked all, uh, illustrations in books, like, I also remember, Raggedy Ann and Andy books. They had such awesome, oh, that's not bright as blue as I wanted, but that's okay. Um, illustrations in them, and I remember mom read us the books, and I would just look at those illustrations and, um, I don't know what happened to those books. I guess my mom probably had to get rid of some of our stuff from when we were kids, but, I love the Raggedy Ann and Andy illustrations. Alright. Alright, just use the black. Who cares? One nice thing about this clear color, that is a real nice solid black. A lot of blacks, especially watercolor blacks, are actually a dark gray, and that's my problem with blacks in watercolor. I just don't use them for that reason. You just don't get a really nice, good black, but this is a nice, good black. But I think for as much as we paid for these, it better be. I forgot his neck. You want to be concept artist doing Beauty and the Beast. They stole your stuff, Seven? You drew paper doll clothes. That's a good thing, though. I don't remember drawing paper doll clothes. I don't think I did that. Maybe I did, who knows? I wasn't big into paper dolls though either. All right, let's see. A little bit first. That could just as easily been black as well, but oh well. It's colorful. I'll add that with white. Wrong color. Handsome dude. Thanks, CB. Nose not even too long at this time. Yeah, well, he's still a young kid. Give him time. Give him time. Yeah, a little bit darker. Let's try this one. I'm not happy with that red brown, so hopefully that's not too close to the black. All right. Actually, the best thing I think would be to use a white Prisma now to lighten up certain areas. And then we'll call Pinocchio done and he will go. I think I will color in the circle behind him in yellow because that's kind of the traditional emoji color. All right, we're going to see. Pinocchio is good enough for government work. Now I'm just going to use a, let's see what this is. I think it's got a bigger brush, if it still writes. Holy crap. These Statler Mars graphic pens, I have had these for 100 years, and they shouldn't still work, but they do. Hopefully it's enough to get all this yellow done. Look at this, working like a freaking champ after all these years. Another product that I love and I would highly recommend to anybody is Tombow markers. They're another one. You can keep those bad boys for 100 years and they still write. And even if you use them, like I'm sure I use this one a lot. It looks like I used it a lot. But those Tombow markers, they flip and last forever. And I don't even know where I got these. They're Japan products, so that automatically means they're good. But yeah, I'm surprised this one works so well. Awesome. I love that. I feel like I got my money's worth. So here's your liar emoji. All right, now after I've gone to all that trouble, I have to cut out the circle. My cutting skills are pitiful. Let me get out the cutter bees are gone. What? What? I don't use those little ones. All right, I'll have to go out in the kitchen. Where would I put those? Come on, girl. If Robert took them, I swear to God, his arms will get broken. I will break his arms. Well, the thing I think is he looks like Pinocchio, and that was pretty much the whole point. I mean, I could have probably spent a lot more time. It got me more accurate, but yeah, he looks like Pinocchio in school, so I would say success. If I was in Dede's art room right now, I'd go to the fabric container and take out her gold-handed scissors. The line's really light there. Hopefully I did that right. Yeah. All right, good enough. Hi, I gotta take a drink and read chat. Thanks, Other Janet. Yeah, I can put all these away because I'm done with them now. That's the nice thing about putting this stuff away. It's just right behind you. You can reach over, slam it in there. Boom, done. That's awesome. You don't have to get covered. You don't have to do nothing. Okay. I'm an arm breaker, not a heartbreaker. You think? Extra sharp fabric scissors, I know. But if I ever got the opportunity, I would be so on those scissors. I can't even tell you how quick. I don't know where my cutter bees went. I've got to find those. Like, those are my go-to scissors. All right, so this is kind of how the page is laying out right now. That's my emoji. Now, okay, on this page also is going to be, I'm just sitting here thinking, mostly everything else I've got to add now is going to be writing, because I have a bunch of random useless facts about lying. And a quote. And I was thinking the quote would be on this side. The quote is going to be, well, there's a couple. I have to choose. I'll tell them to you guys. You tell me. Um, this one I kind of like. Sanity is a cozy lie. A liar will not be believed, even when he speaks the truth. And a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. That's Winston Churchill. So I like all three of those quotes about lying, which will probably take up this whole page. I can write it directly on the squares, or I can write it on something else and slap it on. On the left hand edge, there is a 20 square, not blue. What? A tiny square, not blue. On the left-hand side? Where you look? Oh, right there. Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry, I love you so much. I so love you right now. I love you so much, I can't even tell you how much I love you. It's annoying the hell out of me now, too. I would eventually seen that, and all this stuff would have been put in the trash, and then I would be just like, oh, why didn't somebody say something? Now, what color do I want that to be? I threw all the little scraps away, so I don't have any scraps left. So that one's got too many close to it. Is that going to make you feel a little better, Terry Brett? I'm feeling better about that. Yep, 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 yep. Thank you for fixing it for me, because, yeah, that would have been the cause for insanity. We'll just plop that whole square right there. Why not? Now I'll move it up to there. How's that? All right. Good job. Good job. Okay, so let me tell you guys can have some serious good input here. Okay. The random useless facts about lying, which I watch a YouTube channel and it's about behavioral science. And I had heard some of this before. Um, but random useless facts about lying. You know how everybody says that you can tell people are lying by looking at their eyes? They'll blink, they'll look away, whatever. Behavioral scientists say that is not true. You can't tell if someone is lying by their eyes. Um, there is no lie detector that works because I read one thing where they say if you scare yourself while you're taking the lie detector, and thank God I've never had to take one, and I hope I never do. Um, but there is no lie detector that works, that you can scare yourself. Think about a movie that you've seen. Um, and if you think of those scary scenes in the movie, your brain will like not wire correctly or come unwired or something. So I believe that. Liars often fool themselves, and that means that, for example, if somebody lies on their resume and says they have skills that they don't have, um, that they over um, value their own abilities, even though they know they lied. Americans lie once per day. And I've read, now that statistic I'm not sure about because I've read multiple numbers for that one, but I just used Americans lie once per day. They believe they get away with it. Like 67% of the time, they believe they get away with it. 2-year-olds can deliberately lie. So they start learning from a really young age, little bastards. Truth serum does not prevent lying, and politicians have been liars since the dawn of Western civilization. And um, that's what got me to do this whole page about the liar emoji, that we really need one of those so that we could send it to every politician I've ever read, because they're all a bunch of freaking liars. And I don't care which side of the aisle you're talking about, they're all a bunch of no good liars. So that's what kind of prompted this page, because I don't remember the last few days I wanted to send a liar emoji. Um, you're not lying. Nettie, you're so funny. But that's what was the impetus for this page is we seriously in this country need a liar emoji. We are sorely lacking in the liar emoji department, okay? We have this handy dandy little sheet back here that has 2 names on it. Canadian Artisan was first. Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society has also completed it. I'll write it in pencil so I can go back and write it in pen later. So Nettie, good job, Nettie. I've seen your pages these last few days. So good on you, girl. You're on the list. So if you finish, let me know you're on that list. And when at the end of this whole thing on April 1st or the stream closest after that, I will put those numbers in random.org. I believe you're done, Nettie. I believe you so much I wrote you on the sheet already. Or the guy from the crypto money, right? I mean, it's just like, oh, what is wrong with people? And at my parents' house when we were young, you would get in far more trouble for lying than if they caught you, or yeah, like if they caught you lying, like you were in so much more trouble than whatever bad thing you had done. So at for my dad, it was better just to fess up. You ended up with 24 prompts on one page, Barbara. You just have a sickness, I think. Hi, EMT dispatcher on a budget. That's funny. EMT dispatcher on a budget. That's cute. You did the very first scavenger hunt. Oh man, I'm glad you came to a live stream. Welcome. These liars in chat will be really nice to you. Okay, you guys. Y'all got to help me now. I'm asking for help, so put on your thinking cap. Okay, do I want to just put the facts randomly, write them directly on the page, write them on a separate page and glue them in, or I got this circle thing going on with the emoji. Should he be standing out all on his own, or should I put the random useless facts on yellow circles and put them randomly on the page? But this, when I decide which quote to use, I really like sanity is a cozy lie, because that is so true. We all think we're sane, and I'm sure half of us run through this world and we're actually batshit crazy. My mom would say, God knows. Yep. Yep. You go in hell. So give me your input real quick, because I'll go ahead and I'll have to cut some circles, but that's okay. I can do that. Because the quote I'll probably do with stencils and make the lettering real nice on this side. So tell me which you'd rather. It is a mom saying, God knows. And look at Terry Prompt thinking here all the time. The girl is the thinker. Put them in circles because that covers another prompt. I'm on to you, Terry girl. And I think I'll make them yellow so they match. Emoji prompt background. I'm going to tie that all together. Let's see if I have any good yellow paper. If not, I'm going to freak out. I have every color paper. Are you kidding? That's the one thing about having Hobby Lobby. You can get packs of paper really cheap most of the time. It's not going to be the exact same yellow, but it'll be close enough. It'll be good. Oh, I could use my circle cutter too. Ooh, that's really not the same yellow, is it? I don't care. I'm going to use it anyway. Yes, EMT there is. Let me get it for you real quick. Shouldn't take me just a second. I had to go get it. Oops. Sorry, dude. I had to go get it for Denise this morning. Here we go. I get a link for it. And I noticed somebody had it on their desk in one of their pictures. And the formatting was all goofed up. But when I printed mine, it was fine. So I apologize if your formatting was all goofed up. There's the prompt or the link for the scavenger hunt. Yeah, I'll just give it to her here. But yeah, there is also a link on my community page. So, yep. All right, and these circles, I don't know. I have how many of them? I don't have to include them all. I think I'll do this size circle and then just however many. Okay, I'm thinking here. Rather than hand cutting these crazy circles, let me go get my circle cutter and see how well it works. because that's so much easier. And here we go using another unused product. Go, girl. You're welcome, EMT. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now I have to rethink this whole crazy thing. All right, that's going to make the smallest size circle. Yep, let's try this one. Yeah, that's going to make the smallest. This will make the biggest out of this one. All right, let's try this. If I don't like it, that's kind of big though. Ooh, let's do the green. Green was medium, I think. Is that not faster? Perfect. You're not gonna be able to see the squares anymore, but I don't care because I'm gonna know they're under there. And that's really all that matters, right? Or I could just write it. I don't want to do that. Oh, you know what I was just thinking as I was cutting this? Yeah, baby. That to use the circle page again, I could use this. I guess, would you call it a negative? I'm not sure. For another page. You just tossed me a suitable hole punch over the pond. Catch. Um, that is, I like what was it? Creative Memories or whatever that was. Yeah, Creative Memories. And I have the oval one as well. Dee sent me these cool cutters because mine were getting quite dull. And this cutting mat that I use constantly is also a Creative Memories. And I'm pretty sure I bought them all at the same time because it seems like it was a home party or some damn thing. I don't remember, but I would say I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of that. But yeah, I could save that and use it on another page. Or I could just do that. I think I like that better. But yeah, I will use this on another page. Or actually, just put it right over those squares. But then, no. I really like that though. I'll save it. So it's better like this. All right, so let's I'll pick 4 of the random useless facts about liars. Politicians definitely has to be one of them. So that's one of them. I like liars often fool themselves and overvalue their own ability. There's no lie detector that works. And truth serum does not prevent lying. Are you waiting for me? Hang on just a second, you guys. Let me mute Mr. Vaughn. I'll be right back. Okay, I should be back. I'm hoping. Am I back? Let me see about restoring chat. Okay, back. All right, so did I get 4? All right, I'll use blue ink for the writing. And let me see if I've got a nice dark yellow to do the edges. And I'll ink those circles. So they probably, oh, you know what? I think I do it here. Let me look. Dandelion might be dark enough. If not, we'll use a light orange. How about that? So, ooh, what color? Mango. We'll use mango. All right, we're going to ink the edges first, or at least on one of them to see if that's what I want to do. Might be able just to ink it directly off here too. Oh, that's good. That'll work. These little pads are so flippin' useful, I swear to God. Yes, circles and squares on the same page. Woohoo! I am going to use that other one, though, that I cut this out of. Not sure for what. I'll figure out something, I'm sure. All right. That's a good pen, I think. Let's use the regular. I have the hugest mess around here. How do you spell detector? I think an O-R. All right, there's one. You know what? I want that in the bigger writing. So I'll just ink the back and use the back. So used to using that smallest space. That truth serum one, the one I'm writing right now, that was a really interesting article that I read, actually. Okay, this is a long one. So let's see. We'll try. Oh, I was gonna, well. So that's actually the impetus for this whole page. Lying politicians. All right, let's see how we like this. I just thought of something else I think I'm going to do. Kind of, well, no, that's the way it's going to have to work. All right, I like that layout. I do. All right, now where's the one that I did the goof up on? I want to try a little test here. Just to jazz it up a little bit more, because we can. I don't have that much time left, so I definitely won't get the quote done, but I will get the quote done before I stream next time. I want to see if that blue ink is going to smear if I try and ink on top of it, right? I'm going to act like Denise. But I don't want to smear up that blue ink if I can help it. So this is just a little experiment for my own. It is going to smear a little bit. So I think I will wait until that ink is good and dry. It should dry pretty quick. But I can't do it now. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put the squares inside the circles. I know, right? Quiet people. They're all must be really busy. But yeah, I think I will ink the squares inside the circles like that over the ink, but I got to let the ink dry. I probably won't spray it. Probably just let it dry for, 20 minutes or so. So that's what that page will lay out like. And I might ink the squares with circles too. Hi, Kristen. And then I probably, just because of the yellow and blue, I probably will do the quote. And I think I'm going to use the sanity one. I don't know where. Yeah, sanity is a cozy lie. I think I'll probably write that on this yellow piece of paper and maybe do a border around it or something. So it'll be a pretty simple layout, actually, but it will satisfy how many prompts? Let's count them. It will satisfy squares, your favorite color, emoji, random useless fact, stencil, unused product. What else? There's got to be something else. Well, I could do the quote up here and then I could do a whole tribute to Pinocchio, because the story of Pinocchio is actually quite interesting. Have you ever heard Jordan Peterson talk about it? It really is quite interesting. Let's see what else. Oh, I know. I was thinking about doing a page planner, but I think I came up with a better idea about that. All right, that's probably it then. I still haven't come up with the oh, that's right, Jerry. I get to do circles. So what? I've got 7 or 8 on here anyway. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a note to myself. Here, I'll write it out. I'm not sure how I'll present it, but you'll see it next week. Here's my note to myself. Dear self, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and include that too. So this page will have this will have 2. It'll have the quote on it and the note to myself. Dear self, don't act like a freaking lying politician. I think that's the best advice I could ever give myself, right? Now, let's see. Do I feel like cathartic now that I got all this off my chest? I don't know. I don't know. I might end up overlapping them and giving this a little bit more dimension, I think. It would be good if I kept it on camera for you guys, but why bother? All right, you're gonna head out. I'm heading out too, Dede. It's almost 3 o'clock, and yeah, a whole page about lying. Nothing but lying. How about that? All right, you guys. I'm gonna probably call this a day. I think I am gonna do something more in the background. Probably take a blue ink and use the circle stencil on it. So it's gonna be combination circle and squares. And then I'll keep moving this crap around until I get a layout that I'm really, really comfortable with or slightly comfortable with. If I did that and overlapped them a little bit, I actually could fit another one on. So I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Yeah, I'm gonna go clean up this flippin' mess. And Terry Brett, thank you so much for the happy mail. It's all gonna end up right here in the scavenger hunt. But yeah, I really hi Bonnie. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you earlier. Um, try and go out and be kind. It's hard, but try. And love you guys. And I'll see you Wednesday morning at Dede's if I don't see you tomorrow somewhere else. All right, you guys, out of here. Adios.